I'm hunting with the old Ultra Tech. The band's back together, baby. Everybody thinks I'm just a hunter. Not when I'm with my buddy Blake.
It's happening right now. Everything you've ever said in the back of your mind.
These are not little pins.
We gotta do the Jimmy Houston now.
The last afternoon. I want a river dance so bad up here. Thank you, Blake Shelton. How's Blake do it? That's a big sucker. I mean a big, big sucker. I'm about to give you a big hug. What? Is that a deer? It's a dead one. It's a freaking stud. Man, I'm so excited about this episode of Bone Collector because it's the first time I've had a chance to reunite and do a hunting show with my buddy Blake Shelton. Literally, I met Blake many years ago in the early 2000s, back when we was doing the Real Tree Road Trips TV show. Red Akins had introduced me to him. Obviously, he loves to hunt and fish. I love to hunt and fish, and so quickly we started hunting together. It was just an easy relationship, and we had an opportunity to do a lot of hunting together over the years. The last several years, he's obviously been doing The Voice with NBC, and that has kept him extremely busy. And this year, Blake is retiring from hosting The Voice. And so to celebrate that, he wanted to put together a really fun hunt on his 10 Pistols Ranch, and we were just gonna celebrate by hunting and fishing and having a good time. As a matter of fact, it was gonna be an exciting time because I was so excited I ended up leaving my bow on the curb at the airport because I showed up at the ranch and realized I didn't even have a bow to hunt with. That's how excited I was.
No. Albany, Texas, 2007.
I think I remember.
We rolled in to Rattling Randy's house.
Yes.
And they had lost your bow, baggage claim or whatever, and he had a Hoyt recurve that he let you borrow, and you kill your first buck with a recurve.
That was the only reason I named Hunter, because I didn't have a bow.
And here's what's interesting. I have a lifetime supplies of Hoyt bows up here that you've been sending me for 15 years.
So when I got a bow, so I got
There you go. And we're back.
And it's
You
weird.
can have it.
It's weird that all the bows he sent you are set up perfectly for him.
The one he's talking about, we got back. I said, man, I can't shoot no recurve. And no Rattling Randy's about crazy anyway. And I said, well, man, Blake, why don't you go out and I'll just try to shoot a doe or something. The first deer that comes out is about 130-inch 8-point. He's sitting out there, and I remember the deer's about 30 yards, and the cameraman said, all right, I'm on him. I said, let him get to the close corn. He said, he's 30 yards. I said, man, I got him. Look at this. I wasn't even going to shoot it. And finally, he's about 27.
Get closer.
I kept ranging 27 because I'm thinking 15 being better than 20.
Or 9.
And I remember thinking, I said, I'm going to just try to shoot under him. I said, I don't want to wound him. I'll just try to miss him below. So I like, and it freaking smoked him. And man, I freaked out. I just hammered him. Like,
Let him get to the close corn.
let him get to close corn. You can hear me on the camera. I shot at like 7 more does. Ain't knocked the hat off one of them yet. I couldn't hit nothing. Missed hogs. Remember javelina? So. Anyway, I guess we're back at recurve hunting. You got any old guitars? I could just try to hit a hog or something.
Yeah, but I thought you switched to Fender.
I did. You ain't got nothing but.
No, I got Takamine, yeah.
Look at
Let's see
this.
what we got here.
That is an old one, baby. Hoyt USA. Definitely long.
They may not all be the same length though, because you changed it at
I
some
know
point.
for a fact you killed, I think this is what you killed that deer. The first Bone Collector show, remember it was the first year they come out, I think it was Alpha Max. Started sounding like Nick on karaoke night with a guitar around. Let me see that sucker.
24 to 27 and a half, I guess it's
What's odd is I could actually shoot this one.
Michael? Yeah. I'm not saying that he doesn't have a lot of faith in you getting used to a bow, but he did bring you a lot of practice arrows to get zeroed in with.
This is actually happening. It's not a setup. He's very uncomfortable.
May the spirit of issue be with me.
He can't find arrows that are the same length. This is country. This is back in the day when you'd go to Kmart and just buy a bow and then try to figure out how to set it up yourself.
There's 2 arrows the same.
You know how people always say, and you hear NASCAR fans say, yeah, well, if everybody had the same car, then we'd know who the best driver is, right? This is that situation in hunting. It's happening right now. Michael Waddell showed up at my house and just grabbed a bow. Yeah, I'd like to see how good he is then. I'd like to see that Waddell guy, if that T-bow guy ain't there to set up his bows for him. It's happening right now. Everything you've ever said in the back of your mind. The only thing we got left to do, we're gonna go put him on some public ground tonight. We're gonna make him find a spot on public ground, hang his stand and hunt it this evening.
I gotta go to the tree saddle. It might be. Hold on, let me get me a wrench there. Let me see if I can shoot a group. I'm shooting high. I'm shooting at the middle dot. But look at that group. I'm feeling so good with this bow that I'm just going to use it the rest of the year. How much you want for it?
Well, you're the one that gave it to me to begin with. So.
I got it maxed out. It's only a 50-pound bow. So
Are you serious?
it's 50 pounds. Yeah. Pretty exciting hunt. Back hunting with our buddy Blake Shelton. This is actually just the perfect storm. Our situation, I wouldn't say storm, I'd say it'd be a fiesta, it's a party. And I was so excited when I got here. To get out here, I left my bow on the curve as you saw. So I'm hunting with the old Ultratech, the old vintage. And Blake had some old T3s, old Quickie Quiver. That's an old bow, it only will go to 50 pounds. And I'm having to shoot about a 27-inch draw. So not the perfect situation, but it's better than throwing rocks. First afternoon, we're getting into it, man. I'm telling you, the band's back together, baby. The band's back together. It didn't get much penetration, but I did the best I could. Well, the old Ultratech, it hit him hard. It had to get at least a lung, though. Let's knock another air and get ready for round 2. That was awesome. Thank you, Blake Shelton. Thanks for inviting me, man. Hard to pop this dough coming in right here. Broke the old Ultratech here. I think that air blew right through her. Don't. Yeah, baby. You gotta be kidding me. We just got attacked. That's the ones that's been harassing them first graders. They were doing a cold case files on a missing kid. And we got a doe. We just shot that. We was getting that out of the stands. We had a large pack, and that was the one that's been harassing Oklahoma. That was the pack. Lord, I'm about to get back in Blake's arrow bin. We're running low already. What a good way to start this show off.
Yes or no?
What'd you shoot? 2 hogs and a big doe.
Yeah!
With the 1973 bow right here. This one
Good
didn't.
job, man. Good job, yes sir.
Ain't no doe from Quattro.
No long neck, no.
Making sure you wasn't on no Keith Warren breeding program. I started to call you. I just was dying to use that bow.
We're gonna have a good time. Really a good time. Having some good times. Good times. A really, really good time. A real good time. We're having a good time. A good time. Talking about good times. Really good times. Yes, we're having some good times. Good times.
Man, back in the day, I bought the dancing eel. Remember that?
Yeah.
Nobody ever caught a fish off the dancing eel, except Bill Dance.
But everybody bought one.
I had a tackle box full of them. It's one of the many lures that I bought because Bill Dance is such a good salesman on his TV show. Like, you couldn't have starved a fish and got one to take. And he had a lure called the grass frog, same thing. I did catch a few on it, but now this one that I'm using, this is the last one I saw him fishing with. Oh, son!
That's a good one. I'm not even gonna look at it. They cannot get out of this. And look, I do it only on the zip code 33 here. Everybody thinks I'm just a hunter. Not when I'm with my buddy Blake. Oh, come on, Blake. Come on, Blake.
Ah! You ever notice when Bill Dance gets a fish on, he does this for 5 minutes? Watch his show. I know what you're doing, Bill. Gets another minute and a half of footage of that right there.
I like to have my hi-hats and my poles high.
That's how Bill Dance, yeah, back and forth. 15, 20 times. That's for you, Bill Dance.
I can't get him, bring him closer. No, he's go. Come on, come on. Woo! Don't be looking so weird, Van Dam. You saw me and Blake enter this contest.
Huh? Wait, we gotta do the Jimmy Houston now. I caught this on a Bill Dance lure. He caught that on a Jimmy Houston rig.
Yeah.
Y'all decide for yourself at home.
That was the first one I've ever caught. He hit that dancing eel like he's never eaten in his life. I know what you're thinking. You guys are baiting. We actually are taking this and shipping it all to Naples, Florida. Hurricane hit there, and there's chickens and animals that are hungry. And we watch a lot of TikTok too. You start getting Blake and I's age, they say that a man needs to keep lifting, and we do our exercise every day. I get so sick of sometimes you watch, you know, on social media and everybody be accusing us of hunting in high fence and hunting pen raised deer, but I want to show you something. These are not little pens. We got the one that was living here. We didn't get to hunt him the first day because we had a south wind. One unique thing about Blake this particular year is he wasn't running any trail cameras, man. It was just old school deer hunting. In the meantime of running and checking feeders and putting out corn and Big and Jay, we found out that my bow had come back in, so I went and grabbed it. But when you're riding around in Oklahoma and you're doing your work, you always keep a bow and your arrows handy because Oklahoma right now in this area is full of hogs. And let's just say as we was making our rounds, we saw a bunch of hogs under a feeder, and let's just say I had a full quiver and I was cock locked ready to rock. This just went to an absolute porkalopicalus pork chops. I've completely
You got one arrow left and it's been used.
shot 6.
Are you serious? One, it must have been this one you shot. I mean, let out a
And he come running right at it.
That was incredible.
Every arrow we had, we hit a hog with. It was awesome. And now I'm just sitting here wondering what I'm gonna hunt a deer with. I got
Are
two.
you truly out of arrows?
I got 2 left at the lodge. Well, it's rolled around to open the weekend of muzzleloader season, and we're back where we started, right here where we got on some hogs and I got the doe. with the old Ultra Tech, but it's been unseasonably warm. It's been amazingly windy, but I mean, you know, we're still hunting and we are having so much fun catching fish, laughing. We've been still seeing hogs moving around, spotting, stalking them. Blake, a couple days ago, got a really nice buck, so anything from this point on that I get to come to full draw on is a complete bonus. It's been an unbelievable reunion and really a celebration, man. I ain't seen that much on the show.
Hey, I got a question about y'all's intro song for Bone Collector. Are the lyrics? Is that are the lyrics right?
I wrote them. Have you ever been setting up at the witching hour, and then all of a sudden that buck that you want to shoot, and you think about what's the first thing that comes to your mind that wants to come out?
You're right. That's what that song to me is. Even trumps Lee and Tiffany's old theme song, which was, and I quote, "Life is good, life is fine, life is fine. Life is good, life is fine, life is fine."
Yeah. I tried to simple mine up. I just thought just, and you can go to different. If you want to go higher or low, it's.
I feel like a little bit of me feels like you ripped off. What's that?
I don't really know a lot of artists outside of my own work. I know you.
You're an artist.
It's our last evening. So we got this evening and we got one more morning. I mean, literally it's been slow because it's been so extremely hot. But Blake has been completely guiding me, man. He's been putting me on some good spots. We have laughed cut up. Literally, my belly's hurting how hard we have laughed. So I know that's not surprising to people. It's hard not to laugh when you're around Blake, but just good times. But you never know, man. This rain's got out of here and by roll deer move really good. We expect to see a lot of deer tonight. We just need old mossy horns to come stroking in here. Big old mature buck. I don't care what he scores. I just like to get a nice mature deer. Here comes some does right here. We got does. Literally coming from every direction, we got does. Right here, right here, right here. Big buck right here. Oh my. Life is so strange when it changes, yes indeed. I've been on the hard times when the pressure's been on me. It's nearly been 80 degrees, but I kept on punching through. Even though the hogs was a coming, I just know what to do. When a buck comes in, I'm not giving up my opportunity to impress Blake enough to get me on The Voice. He's got me on the ranch. Why not put me a record deal together? Thank you, Blake Shelton. How does Blake do it? That's a big sucker. I mean a big, big sucker. The last afternoon. I want a river dance so bad up here, but I ain't got enough room to do it like I should. Whew. This is right here where we made the joke about hunting in a high fence. So Blake puts these panels because these hogs just terrorize the corn and Big and J and whatever attractant. Like Blake comes out here and works so hard. I mean, this is his dream. You can ask him. Anybody were to have an opportunity to say, what was your dream as a kid? He'd say, yeah, well, certainly music. But to own some dirt in his alma mater, if that makes sense, where he's born and raised, right here in Oklahoma. And he's got it. And here I am from Georgia, and what does he do? Invites me to come hunt this sacred ground. And I just shot one of my better bucks. And I mean, I torched him, son. It just, golly. That backstrap ain't cooked no more than that sucker laying in that. I can see his white belly laying out there in the plum thicket. I'm not even on blood or looking. I'm going to where I last saw him because I thought I saw him up here going to the parking booth. What I tell you, what I'm talking about. Is he not completely gorgeous or what? That right there is 100. He's got to be a 160-inch deer. And what I like about this big old buck is we got plenty of time to guess his score because he's going back in the truck. You know what? We've cut up all week, but I want you to see this buck and I want you to hear what I got to say. You often wonder what these people you see on TV, in this case, Blake Shelton, man, an Oklahoman, and just like many of us, man, you grow in life and you try to reach out and obtain your goals and dreams. And ever since I've known Blake, he's always wanted to own his own dirt. And he said, not just for me, I want my friends and my family to come out here and enjoy what I got. And gosh, dog, if he didn't hold true to it. So as goofy and unserious as we are and riffing each other and having a good time, this is why Blake Shelton's had success, is because he's a good man. He's talented, he's a good dude, and he likes to see people have a good time, not just himself. So thank you, Blake. Thank you.
You ain't out of stand for no reason. Don't tell me. Don't tell me you got out of stand for no reason.
Nothing happens on accident.
Oh, what does that mean?
It means I swear to God, I'm about to give you a big hug.
What? Is that a deer?
It's a dead one. It's a freaking stud.
Damn, dude.
I don't even know what it is. I don't even know, man.
Woo!
Thank you, homie. God,
Congratulations, dude. Look at that.
Awesome hunt, man.
That's gonna look great in my lodge.
Yes, it will. I will dang sure.
But wait a minute, tell me what's going on here.
Dude, so we saw just covered in those, just in and out, bucks grunt, just thumping me, runs out here and falls dead.
Just right here.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I heard a bigger one behind me. I did. I mean, it was like the whole stand was vibrating.
After 20 years of knowing you, I let you shoot one of my deer. It's 20, you gotta get to 20 years before.
It's like a 20-year anniversary celebration,
Yeah.
right?
But that's just my standard. Like, if I know you 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like our relationship is tried and true.
Anybody less has got to take me.
That's true.
Right. And you've done it for 20 years now. You've taken me to your spots.
Oh, God.
Hey, that's a.
What if you combine them both? You keep humming.
Okay.
Life is good, life is fine. Life is fine.
To watch more, go to My Outdoor TV.